Nardella here, PLL Whipsnakes, Team STX, here with Sideline Swap. And today we're just going to be going through a bunch of different things that I do in season to work out, not only to continue to get better, but to maintain everything and remain healthy throughout the season.
I think on a typical day, I try to touch on a few different things. One being I always try to work on my hands, whether my body's beat up or not, or I need a day off. I try to do some sort of handwork to keep my brains and hands talking to one another, whether it be some ball drills that I like to do, or more specifically, recently I've been trying to incorporate some like hand ladder drills, kind of like the speed ladder for your feet, but doing it with your hands. It's a drill that I learned while coaching at Harvard. The strength coach, Coach Mullen, does an awesome job, and he showed me it, and I just think it's a great way to like kind of simulate that pushing with your upper body in that grind sort of cardio that you can't really replicate while you're running. And I think it's really helped me kind of with my endurance in those tie-up situations when we're facing off, kind of grinding face-offs out and then having to go right back to the X for the next one. It kind of gives you that upper body endurance that I'm looking for and like a unique way to kind of approach it. Additionally, with my on-field like daily routine, I love getting some running in, whether it be like shuttle running, because at the face-off position, a lot of times you're moving in short spaces and kind of have to read and react to ground ball situations or where it squeaks out. Long distance conditioning, I try to mix in like every 2 or 3 days, whether it be running a couple miles or doing some like sprints on the turf. And then I always try to shoot. Shooting, I know, is like something I don't take as many shots as like the midfielders or an attackman in games, but winning a face-off and scoring can have such a pivotal impact on the game that I feel like you got to be able to cash in when you get those opportunities. So I always love to shoot. I love to play wall ball. It's something that Coach Brecht at Rutgers really like instilled in all of us as the best way to kind of work on your stick work and to stay dialed in. So I try to play wall ball both hands equal amount at least 2 or 3 times a week. And then lastly, I'm always trying to face off, and I usually face off 4 to 5 times a week in anticipation and preparation for our games. Wall ball is something that I incorporated into my game at a very young age. Being from upstate New York, I idolized the Powells, and when I switched over from baseball to lacrosse in 3rd grade, they were one of the first people that I got to watch play at Syracuse, and they would always attribute how great their stick skills were to playing wall ball. We would find like the brick building at our school or like a little wall, whether it be in town behind some building or even in my garage. I had probably like a 6x10 wall that I used to play and bounce off the ground. But all possessions are not created equal. So I know like in a game, I'm not passing and catching the ball nearly as many times as a lot of other guys on the field. But because my job is primarily centered around possession for my team, you never know when the most important possession is going to be, and you never want to let your team down with a stick work error. Stick work's something everyone can get good at. It just takes time and taking pride in it and committing to actually doing the work and playing wall ball or playing catch with a partner. So we've gone through some of the things that I do to kind of help work out, prepare, and train for the PLL season. One thing I would say that I don't love to do, but definitely a necessary evil, is running. Running is such an important part of lacrosse, and although very demanding, I think that's how you could always be at your best, is if you're in good shape, and that's a way to get an edge on a lot of your opponents. So rather than just run on a track or a treadmill, I try to spice it up a lot and take different routes, whether it be throughout the city, but I think the best way to do it is just run steps at like a stadium like this or anywhere you can get access to. Stairs can help like kind of take the load off of actually like squatting and lifting heavy in season, but you still like build muscle in your legs and you're testing yourself and your cardio much more so than just running on a flat surface. And like obviously the views here are awesome, so this is a place I love to kind of come and get a little me time in and work on my condi and just get some steps.
Joe Nardella here with Sideline Swap, getting ready to sign off. I had a ton of fun working out today and showing you guys a little bit of like the day in the life for in-season training. I hope you guys learned a few things. As always, make sure to leave some feedback. We'd love to know what drills you liked, which ones you're going to add to your plans. And lastly, make sure, as always, that you follow myself and Sideline Swap for more great content coming to you guys soon. Thank you.